Technology has always been a part of achieving business outcomes, driving greater efficiency and increasing optimization. Artificial intelligence is winning hearts and minds in the workplaces.
AI is the in thing, heavily dependent on AI.
A lot of the data which as humans we are not able to capture or understand, AI will help us do that.
How you use technology is more important than getting scared of technology.
So while AI stands for artificial intelligence, you need HI, which is human involvement, in order to make a good decision.
That is one function which has the potential to change the entire landscape of business.
Come on! Evil, shadowy, evil things! Search!
You twit. You mean evil shadows? Searching. How to get rid of evil shadows. 1. Pleasant conversation. 2. Move out of the house.
Are you kidding?
Computers being able to answer our questions only seemed possible in a fantasy world. And it was much like what millennials felt when they watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. Them, type questions in his desktop computer and receive answers. But today, AI has become an indispensable part of our lives, from using ChatGPT as a generative tool for work to creating content. Like finance and the IT sector, human resource is also a critical function supporting businesses.
So there has been a very, very significant change if you look at a sea change in the HR space. So it was more of transactional by nature, wherein HR was a separate department altogether, more to do with processing, more to do with the administration space, more on the paperwork, so on and so forth. Now the HR space has taken a significant change wherein we are with the business. We started getting into the boardrooms.
As HR teams build new programs and solutions, they also deal with an overwhelmed workforce. Employees are largely tapped out. It becomes imperative for HR professionals to simplify work, reduce the SOPs, and help employees save time spent on administrative work. This is where AI comes to the rescue.
The nature of our industry is such that we are heavily dependent on AI, because if we don't really leverage technology, we will have a very large workforce. So we use AI to be able to help our members getting their pre-auth approvals and discharges from the hospitals on a timely fashion. The HR organization is about 90 people and we deploy technology to the extent possible. Of course, we have multiple platforms on hire to retire, we have been saying, and we have other platforms for our L&D, attendance, other processes, etc. But in today's world, any HR organization has to be dependent and it has to learn to really leverage technology. AI is a huge tool.
When it comes to something like, let's say, talent acquisition, recruitment, or it comes to performance management, a lot of the data which as humans we are not able to capture or understand, AI will help us do that and give us signals much in advance so that we can take decisions which are beneficial for both the company as well as the professionals.
According to a global study by the IBM Institute for Business Value, they surveyed executives. And by the report, they estimated around 40% of their workforce will need to reskill as a result of implementing AI and automation over the next 3 years. This shift is viewed as an expansion of job possibilities. Once bogged down by administrative duties, HR teams are now embracing AI solutions that enable them to focus on what truly matters, their people. Crucially, it is also essential to understand that AI isn't replacing people, but rather acting as a valuable assistant in achieving organizational goals. So according to the IBV survey, 87% of respondents believe that employee roles are more likely to be augmented than replaced by generative AI, with the effects varying depending on job function.
There are 25 trillion worth revenue sources that are vanishing as we speak.
and they're getting replaced by the new streams of revenue. Now, as a consequence, the business models are changing. The profile of people required in these business models will be different. The organization structures will have to change, and HR therefore will have to first align to the purpose of the board and align their org structures to that purpose, hire talent which is relevant in that new structure, and at the same time, you have an existing employee force, upskill them to, kind of get that. So it's a constant process.
Whenever we try to implement technologies, that we try to still keep a human interface right at the point of contact, at the point of touch, at the touch point as we call it, because at the back end, there can be data management, there can be machine learning, AI, all of that working to give you the insights. But the communication, the conversation should happen person to person, because that's where really we connect and we really understand the feelings, the emotions, and of course, the aspirations.
This transition will have a direct impact on HR departments as companies look to fill roles that perform augmented tasks and workers seek new jobs as their own functions change. Artificial intelligence is poised to change the future of HR forever, disrupting established views of work, talent, roles, and skills.
So my submission is, while technology is there, a lot of tools available, can we be more structured in meeting the board's priorities?
Businesses are evolving, HR processes are evolving. Guess what's evolving much faster than both of them? Technology. From ChatGPT 3 to ChatGPT 4 took us a month. And generative AI is just a part of the entire AI universe. I'm talking about AI because the moment you talk about future and technology, the one word, Pranjal, that pops up in everybody's mind has to be artificial intelligence.
AI plays a role because it helps improve consumer insights, etc. It helps in HR because when we talk about all these shifts, Prasad and Krishnan, the main thing is that who's going to face the brunt of it? It's the people in the organization.
HR is one function which is now getting more dominance in the last couple of years, and I think that is one function which has the potential to change the entire landscape of business. Like we're discussing in the panel discussion, and the business models are changing, and it's no longer HR has to support that. HR has to be part of evolving those business change. In that sense, driving change, getting technology, and to create new business models, HR has a great opportunity and a responsibility.
What is important for every professional, we don't have to be a techie or an old school person like you or me or anybody has to think about reinventing themselves. You've done a certain thing, now you say, can I do something new for myself? Technology can help you learn. You don't need to have a degree all the time, but you can do a lot of courses to improve yourself. So I think the main issue today is how you use technology is more important than getting scared of technology. So use it to benefit yourself.
Every single new technology breakthrough, people are positive. The first thing about artificial intelligence is it depends on the data bank you have. It can only be as good as the data you have inputted into it. So if your data about your people, about their training needs, about their gaps, about the performance is solid and correct, then it will give you a very good outcome. So you can use artificial intelligence to recruit people. For example, today candidates go on to ChatGPT and say, okay, I'm applying for a job. This is the job description. What questions do you think they will ask me? And then they prepare for it. So they're extremely well prepared. So what ChatGPT can do is to remove the biases. Okay, all the biases which are there, we can remove that. That is very good. ChatGPT can identify the training needs, the development needs of people. That's also very good. But one thing ChatGPT cannot do, it cannot take away the intuition. It cannot take away the human factor. So while AI stands for artificial intelligence, you need HI, which is human involvement, in order to make a good decision. And the combination of the two can give you a better answer than just using it as one.